Everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Now, today's topic is stuck in a relationship with a jobless and flirtatious partner. What do you do in a situation like that? All right, we have a letter, so let's dive right into this letter and see what she says. I've been in a relationship for 12 years. We have one child together, and he has one from a previous relationship. I was a teenager when we first got together. Now I'm almost 30. Wow, you've been together for some time. My issue in my relationship is he's been flirting with his child's mom via text for the last few years. I mentioned my strong dislike for how he is handling their co-parenting situation. He told me that he was going to change, but I don't believe him. He has physically cheated on me with the child's mom earlier in our relationship, but I forgave him. Well, when you took him back, that was his green card to do it again, realizing that you'll take him back. Okay? Based off his track record, I don't believe that he's going to change, as he was still flirting and making sexual statements toward her as late. All I asked for is them to have a healthy, platonic, co-parenting relationship. Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean they're doing it just because that's what you ask, because you're still putting up with him. His situation hasn't changed, no matter what you're saying. Okay? My next issue is he has inconsistent employment history. Out of 12 years, he's kept a job for a year at the longest. The other jobs, he was employed for less than a year. After the year-long job, he got another job making 30 plus an hour. He was making the most he had ever made. After 11 months, he got discharged from that job due to attendance. I'm starting to think his habits are more important than him keeping a job. I'm beginning to think that you hooked up with the loser. This guy has no ambition to do anything. And plus, he's a cheater. He's probably with you because you make good on your job, I'm pretty sure. And he's with you because you're probably supporting him. That's what these losers are looking for. Women that have a good job. They love women who work in the healthcare field. Many of them, they make a decent salary and they've been on the job for a while. They stay on the job. They're pretty stable people. And these losers love to hook up with those kind of women because they know they're always going to have something to eat. She's always going to let them stay. And she's got the amenities. She's probably got a car. She got a TV. She got a bed. That's all these losers need. And a few dollars that he can borrow every now and then. You understand, ladies? This right here's a loser. He is aware of my dislike for his inappropriate relationship with his child's mom and his inconsistent job history, as I always have to be the one to pick up the pieces. That's why he's with you. Need somebody to pick up the pieces because for him, there's always going to be pieces to be picked up. He's not responsible. I'm about to graduate with my second degree and currently working in my career in healthcare. Get away from him and don't look back. Now I'm ready to leave the relationship. And he is aware of this because I want a man that I can depend on and has his priorities straight. Well, you know what? There's no need in you keep stating this, especially to him. He knows he doesn't measure up. He knew that when he hooked up with you in the first place. Now, what he'll try to do is show you how he can make you happy in other ways. Many men like this, they'll just pour on the charm and show you you're not, you can't get this anywhere because that's all they have. That's all they have to give, and that's all they would ever have to give. So naturally, they're going to put that forward to see if they can get you to stay with them because of it. But you say, he doesn't even have a job right now. Well, he's between jobs. Okay? He's still living in my house. I don't do anything for him anymore. You don't have to. Is he eating in your house? Is he turning on lights in your house? Or enjoying your air conditioning or your heat, whatever the season is? Is he laying in your beds and using your sheets that you have to wash? You are doing something for him. You are providing for him. You are supporting him. So don't think I don't do anything for him anymore. You never stop as long as he's still in your home. I provide him with a place to stay and other basic necessities until he transitions and get on his feet. Like I said, what else were you providing for him? What? Clothes, jewelry, trips? What else were you providing? Here, you are supporting this man. Okay? He's just not just staying there. You are supporting him in every way. So just understand. And you say that you are willing to do this until he gets on his feet. So let me ask you something. During the time this man is there with you, are you still having sex with this man? You got to ask yourself that. Are you still having sex with this man? And that's why you're willing to allow him to stay until he gets on his feet. These type of men don't ever get on their feet. Being with you, he thinks he's on his feet. You are his feet. Okay? So, listen. You make a statement, I don't give him any money. Well, you don't have to. You've given him everything else. It's just a matter of time that he'll get in your pocket. You understand? Because even if he gets to the point where he wants to move out, there's going to be a time that he's going to ask you for some money. Because he doesn't have any. Okay? Or he's going to be stealing from you. He's got to get it from somewhere. All right? Now, I know I do not want to deal with this anymore. Where really it's up to you. It's up to you because although you asked the man to move out, if that's what you actually did, you are acting like, well, there's no hurry. Whenever you get on your feet, I'm going to be good with that. Well, why would he hurry? It's expensive out there. It's scary out there. So the only way he's going to leave your house is if he can go find somebody else's house to move right into. That's the only thing that's going to keep him off the street. You understand? He's never going to have enough money to afford a place of his own if he can't hold on to a job. unless he finds a good-hearted woman that will, set him up in a place. This man is a leeching man. He's like a parasite. He's a leech, and you know how a leech gets stuck on you, and you can't hardly tear them off. You almost have to cut them off, burn them off. He's one of those. And like I said, if you are still having sex with him, he doesn't believe what you're saying anyway. He figures he'll leave when he's ready, if he's ever ready. Okay? So you do have power in this situation, but you need to decide, do you really want to get rid of this man? You can't have it both ways. You can't get rid of him and then date him on the outside, or get rid of him and just wait until you think that he'll get on his feet or whatever. I don't even understand that part. But my advice is to let him go. You say, what do you think of my current state of my relationship? Should I stay or go? Well, you know what? You stayed this long, and there got to be a reason why you stayed 12 years with a man that works sometime. Yeah, you understand, he'll work sometime, but you, if you're in the healthcare field, you're probably a dependable person and a hardworking person, the kind of person that these guys want and will stick right to you. Don't be taken in, ladies, because he's probably a nice-looking man. He's got something for you to let him lay up in your house. And that's what he's doing, laying up in your house until a better deal comes along. I tell you, if another woman comes along that has more than you, that's willing to take him, he'll be out of there in a jiffy. Don't care what you think. You understand, ladies? Just know what you are dealing with. It doesn't matter, my advice. My advice is that you should have left him 12 years ago. He's a loser. But for you, there's some reason why you keep holding on to him. And whatever that reason is, you need to resolve it. Okay? It's something individual in you that you would take care of this man. All right? I hope that you understand the message today. And I really hope that it helps someone. Now, those of you who may have a question that you'd like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you for your comments and your letters. And a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best. And I really hope to see you next time.